Well, it's been a couple of hard months for many Houstonians living paycheck to paycheck. Between cleaning up and repairing damage after Hurricane Beryl to spending on back-to-school expenses, now the stock market is seeing a downturn. Joining me live is financial advisor Derrick Kinney with what this means for you and your money. Good morning. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Great to be with you.
Should people be worried, sir?
Well, they should be worried because this is the reality of the stock market right now. But the question is, should they be panicked? And the answer is no. The bottom line is we see ebbs and flows in the market like this. For example, we've got earnings numbers right now that aren't as high as many people expect. That leads to market volatility. We saw weaker than expected economic news last week. We also saw some issues with the Bank of Japan and so forth. All of those things converging cause a lot of volatility. So if you're an investor watching right now, realize if you have money in the market, this is part of the process. The key is if you respond emotionally, you often get crushed financially.
Okay, but what if you're close to retirement age? Does that change the game here?
Well, it can. It depends on how much risk you've got. And here's what I tell all of my clients and the people that I've consulted over the years. Live on a practice retirement budget several months before you retire. In other words, practice living on what you think you'll need to spend in retirement to test how much you need. But the bottom line is, if after a market drop like this, you had trouble sleeping, you felt nervous, anxious, worried, that's a sign that possibly you're not comfortable with how much risk is in your portfolio. You may want to talk to your advisor, scale back a little bit, but keep in mind, even clients I've had in their 80s and 90s, they've always had money in the stock market because it outpaces inflation and provides growth.
Yeah, that's really great perspective. A good reminder. I'm sure a lot of folks are concerned at the moment. This is a really great conversation to be having. With that, I know yesterday I saw headline after a headline after a headline, possible recession. The R word was being tossed around. Could this be where we end up, and could this impact jobs?
Well, it could impact jobs, and I think if you're watching right now and you're nervous about your job, you want to keep your ear very close to what your company leaders are saying. Are they talking about sales are slowing? We're seeing less customers. We're having to cut back. That might be a sign for you to update your resume right now and have a plan B. Now, is a recession imminent, and is it going to be drastic? Probably not, but we are seeing a slowdown right now. Over the next couple weeks will be very telling to see what direction the economy goes. But keep in mind, typically when there's an election, the party in power wants the market to do well, so it reflects good on them. The party who's competing against that party wants it to do poorly, to say, look what a bad job they've done. So we're going to see a lot of conflict in the market, especially over the next 90 days.
Yeah, and I know too, we've been hearing from viewers. We have one question sent in, and you sort of addressed this already, but you know, they're asking, isn't this a good thing? Don't you need these ups and downs to make a little bit of money?
Well, you do. And keep in mind, it's all perspective. And what I would ask people to ask themselves is, when the market dropped sharply Monday morning, what was your first thought? Was your thought, oh my gosh, I need to bail out? Or were you thinking, this could be a good buying opportunity? And so that mentality will lead you to make your next best decision. So right now, if you've got some stocks or investments that have done well, and just like if you went to Target or your favorite store, and suddenly the big screen TV you've had your eye on is $500 off, well, you want to buy it. Have the same attitude with your stocks, because you might get a deal that may pay off down the road.
I like it. Derrick Kinney, as always, thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.